we're getting a rebrand, people. And it's gone very well. It's off to a bright start. It's off to a very bright start. What I used to do on the Hi, My Name is Dan channel, since we're talking about that, what I decided for a long time for the past 2 years to do, mostly for the past 2 years, I think now, isn't it? Yeah. Is I said that I was going to do these live streams and I was going to take and basically make edited videos of these live streams and stuff like that. And then put them on Hi, My Name is Dan. When I had my good long think after I got made redundant, basically Different Level is not just about video games anymore going forward. It's more about like, it is more about technology, and it's more about like, it's more broader. But I wanted to have the Hi, My Name is Dan channel to be mostly about video games, because that's kind of where I started, or based, or whatever. That's kind of my thing. So bread and butter, I guess. And for the past 2 years, I've been doing live stream stuff on Twitch and edited down and then put onto YouTube and etc, etc. So I've enjoyed doing those. I really have enjoyed doing those, and it's been really fun. I'm not saying I'm quitting live streaming before I get into it. I'm not quitting live streaming. I'm going to live stream. Don't worry. Just hear me out. What I'm going to do on the Hi, My Name is Dan channel on the YouTube is what you've seen, if you have seen it already. I know Turtle has. I don't think Penny has. There's a video that came out on Friday. Is an idea of a couple of ideas of a couple of ideas of a couple of ideas for a kind of new direction I'm going to take it in. And it's done incredibly well. It is, at the moment, stats-wise, it is the best video I've put out on Hi, My Name is Dan probably ever, in just terms of stats, in terms of like initial stats and stuff like that. Is probably the best video I've ever done, just in terms of stats. I know it's just stats, and it's just stats and the way it is. So you can see this graph. So this graph has gone like, yeah, I think probably did a good job with that one, Dan. I think that was a good idea to do that. Is what that line represents, I think. So I have a bunch of like ideas that I wanted to do for Hi, My Name is Dan, but it just didn't really, I didn't know if I was going to do them because of what I was doing for the past 2 years on here with live stream stuff. And I was like, I don't know if I can do them. I don't know if I want to put them on Different Level, all that kind of stuff. But essentially, I was like, I'm going to do this one video. I'm going to see what happens with it. If people enjoy it, then I know it's the right way to take it. I enjoy doing, as I said, I enjoy doing edited live streams and all that kind of stuff, and I enjoy doing live streams. But the edited part of doing all those videos and knocking them all down and stuff did take a long time. And it really, unless you're a well-known streamer, you're not going to get a lot of kind of traction on those videos at all. And they weren't getting a lot of traction. I think I had maybe one or two that had a bit of attraction to them in like 2 years. So I did keep at it because I wanted to see if it eventually was like, okay, maybe this would take off. So I decided, okay, instead of doing that, I'm gonna do the other idea things that I had. And one of them was this one, which seems like a fucking crazy stupid idea, which was following 100 NPCs in GTA. But it was basically a side project or a side thing to the main thing I'm doing in Different Level. It was like a side thing that I did, and I was like, I'm already doing this main thing. Why don't I make a side video about this other thing? So it was sort of like, and I'll put it on the other channel. And they did it, and I was like, okay, this might actually work. I'll try and make it as witty as possible. I try to add a bit of commentary to it, try and make it funny. Well, I'm more proud of the fact that it works. Like, it's more of a case of like, I take a chance on something and see if it works. Same with the fucking horror AI thing. Sometimes things just work and sometimes things do work. And this one did. This one is starting to work, given like what it's had. It went to like #1. I wrote a little post on Reddit as well, on the GTA forum on Reddit, and it went to like the very top as well. And it got so many people sending me like, this is fucking great. I was like, what? I didn't think anyone liked this. It's fucking boring. I didn't want it just to be, going forwards, about I'm going to play a bunch of video games. And that's it. Sure, I can try and make it funny, all that kind of stuff, but like making it about playing a bunch of videos is not that interesting. But if you make it about something that someone looks at and goes, huh, I wonder what that leads to. So like it's for example, like that one, I like following 100 NPCs. You normally wouldn't do that, right? You would normally wouldn't go like, I'm going to sit down today and I'm going to follow a bunch of NPCs around in a video game that's 12, 13 years old. But it's such a well-known game. And it's one of those things where like, you know, don't knock it till you try it. Or like, maybe there's something in there that I don't know. And that's the curiosity. And that's what gets people to, at the end of the day, to click on a video. Is like, they see a title, they see a thumbnail. This can be where anything content-wise on YouTube, Twitch, whatever it might be. But they see a title, they see a thumbnail, and they think, huh, I wonder what that is. Huh, I wonder... I've always wondered about that. You know, just those kind of thoughts, you know. So it's more or less... There's... And it goes back to what I kind of said in the video of it. I'm so interested in the little details. You know this, when I go into a toilet... And I might even make a fucking video about this. This was an idea as well, because I thought about it. I was like, how obsessed I am with toilet reviews on streams. I have an idea to do a whole entire video about the best toilet, reviewing the best toilets in video games, because I think that would fly pretty fucking well.